If you want to sit up on something, you might grab a blanket or cushion. And either begin with eyes closed or a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. Taking the time to inhale until you're full. And exhale until you're empty. Letting what you're doing be enough. So just sitting here, focusing on breath is enough. If you notice that your mind is jumping around or started problem solving or planning or all the things minds do, just as soon as you notice, see if you can return to feeling where you're touching the floor, feeling that you're breathing, getting curious about what's happening right now. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's start with a twist. Bring your left hand across to your right knee and your right hand to the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit a little bit taller. And as you exhale, rotate, looking back over your shoulder, and then breath by breath, a little bit more height, a little deeper twist. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch. Starting gently at first, lengthen, twist, and then keep going. Is there a little deeper twist? A little bit more length. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the opposite way as far as it'll go. And then release. Come around to the front, interlace fingers in front, put some pressure between your arms like you're gonna pull them apart, spreading between the shoulder blades, spreading the upper back. And then release and interlace fingers behind your back, maybe the other thumb on top. Open up the chest, lift your heart, and then fold forward any amount. Maybe just dropping your head, maybe coming partway or all the way to the floor. Reaching arms up away from your back, whatever amount they're able. You don't need to go beyond your limits, just right up to them. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder and then press down through the left shoulder. Reaching a little bit longer through left side of the neck. Rotate your chin to your chest and come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through your right shoulder, looking for a stretch there. Rotate chin to chest. Come over to the first side and then go back and forth. Following the sensation as it moves from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release the arms. Head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back. And then lift your heart. Take the chest as high as you can. Last breath here. And release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up, still holding the knees, pull the heart through. Upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor, hands to the backs of the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more. And feel free to come off what you're sitting on if that's more comfortable for you. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back so abdominals are really working to support you. And let's go back and forth between these two movements. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And up. Back. And then come up. Let's hold this last one. Lifting up as high as you can away from the sit bones. Chest higher. Fingertips higher, but shoulders dropping. And then round back, holding here. And you can decide how low you go. Working where it's useful. Softening, releasing everything that's not needed here. And then release. Let's come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees and you have something, feel free to put a blanket or cushion under there. Hands right under shoulders. Knees under hips. Start with a nice long spine. And then we'll take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tail. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch and reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. From here, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor and then push up from there. Knee in, extend. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just do what feels right. Maybe it's just a couple of inches. Push up from there. Knee in. Extend. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend and then roll the hip open, reaching toes to the side wall. And you can stay here on two hands or take your left hand back, catch your foot, and kick your foot into your hand. Pulling up away from what's touching the floor, lifting up, creating space in your joints. And then release. Left arm forward, right leg back, square off the shoulders and hips. Lifting up away from the floor, the whole spine getting a little longer, belly coming in, supporting your back. And then release, hands and knees. Sink back to child's pose. Give that right wrist a little rub or circle. Make our way back to table. Hands and knees. Take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now arch and send the left leg back. Knee in. Extend. Go forward to dip down, whatever amount. Could be just 1 or 2 inches or all the way. Press up, knee in. Extend. Go forward to dip down. Press up, knee in. Extend. One more time, dip down. Press up, knee in. And then extend, roll open, toes to the side wall. You can stay, or right hand catches your foot. Kick your foot into your hand, lifting up. Release. Right arm forward, left leg back, square off shoulders, hips, draw the belly in. And then release, hands and knees. Sink back to child's pose. Maybe give that left wrist a little rub or circle, working out any tightness after that. And with arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table and back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. You might pedal out your feet a little bit, take your time waking things up, exploring. Walk your hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Any arm position, any movement here, if a little jiggle or rock or sway helps you let go, feel free to do that. bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up. Coming all the way up to standing. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Bring feet together or apart. Hands together at the heart. And let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Let's spend a couple extra breaths in this first one. So slow or high as feels right for you. And then back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths in a good resting pose. That could be down dog. Could also be child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Taking the time you need for all your transitions. From down dog, right leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee. Exploring the full range of motion for this hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in. Inhales. Look for length, space, expansion. Exhales. Can you keep all of that and find a little more release? One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go. Stretching that left leg as straight and long and high as you can. Letting the upper body release. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Sink low, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor or blocks for pyramid pose. So feel free to adjust the distance between your legs. You can come up as high as you need to on your blocks. Going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of folding, listening to your body, going right up to your limits but not beyond. Last breath here. Let's make our way back to down dog, however you want to get there. Feel what you're doing, whatever that is. Take the time you need to do it. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Settle in. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off your hips as best you can. Keep reaching that back leg longer. One more breath. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or to your blocks, pyramid pose. So adjusting the outer shape so it works for you. Going in the directions you know to go in. Meeting your limits right where they are right now. And then how much can you take in? How much can you open up to what you're feeling? Last breath here. Make your way back to a good resting pose. Any movement transition. And then any neutral shape. More important than the shape, coming back to ease. Coming back to breath. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Really sink the hips back and down like you're actually going to sit down. And then lift your head as high as you can. Shoulders drop. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Let's take the right leg up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Open out, warrior two, shifting hips and arms to the side. Grounding down. Okay, where were we? Warrior two. Flip the right palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. And you can expand past the fingers, past the top of the head. And then release, make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Moving at the pace you can pay attention to, being purposeful. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Open out, warrior two. Can adjust any alignment you need adjusting, feeling in your body, strong core, but softening what's not needed. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Can there be even more space, even more length? And then release. Make your way to down dog. Just one thing at a time. Feeling what you're doing, and then rest in down dog or child's pose or sitting, any neutral shape. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, low lunge. So you can pad your back knee if you like, rolling up the side of your mat or using a blanket. Feel free to adjust the distance between your legs so you have enough space. You can sink forward. And then take a twist. That could either be left hand on the floor, right arm up, or left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a prayer twist. Opening through the top shoulder. If you'd rather do this as a high lunge, that's also an option. One more breath here. release. Hands to the floor, or you may want to grab blocks for this. We'll come back for a hamstring stretch. Inch the front foot forward and then flex the toes back. So you end up with hips right above the back knee, hands right under shoulders, going towards hip square, towards a flat back, towards folding. And then if you want to, you might slide forward towards splits. Last breath here. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. We'll bring both hands to the inside for lizard. We're going to turn out through the right foot and then shift weight forward. You might come down onto hands or elbows on blocks or the floor. And feel free to explore. Do you want to shift your weight more to one side or the other? Turn the right toes out more or less. Could add a quad stretch, bending the back leg, reaching forward and drawing it in. How does this work for your body in this moment? There's not one way any of this should look or should feel. So we're just using these tools to explore what's alive here. Let's release and make our way back to down dog, feeling whatever you're doing, whatever movement transition serves you. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, low lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing, pad your back knee, and then come into a similar twist, either right hand on the floor or right elbow to the outside of the left knee, high lunge or low lunge. Feeling where you are, wherever you are. Last breath. Let's release. Hands to the floor or to your blocks. Drop the back knee. Take the hips back. Inch the front foot forward. Flex the toes back. And at any moment, you might go a little deeper. You might back out slightly. So you're playing at your edge, including possibly going towards splits. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. To release, bring both hands to the inside, turn out through the left foot, and then shift your weight forward. Lizard pose, making any adjustment, even just a subtle shift of weight one way or another way, will have an effect. So finding your way. Maybe you add a quad stretch. If you did so on the other side, you can try it again. And then release. Make your way back to down dog, however you want to get there. Let's come out to a high push-up and lower all the way down onto the belly. You can turn your head to one side, just taking a little rest here, letting your body release into the floor. Arms can be where they're most comfortable, hands under your head or arms by your sides. So we'll do a little back strengthening here. In between, we'll rest. The rest is as important as the work. So letting go fully when you can. So let's extend the arms forward, reach the legs back, and then lift up through arms and legs. Even if it's just a couple of inches, doesn't have to be very high. Try and get the arms even with the ears. So maybe drop your head a little, lift the arms a little, and then reach even longer through fingers and toes, head and tailbone. And then release down, head to the other side, letting go. Let's come back to neutral. Extend arms forward, legs back. This time legs all the way together. Big toes touching, inner thighs touching. Reach out to come up. Squeezing inner legs together, reaching long. Keep the legs squeezing. Bring your arms out to the side, letting your chest come a little higher. And then interlace fingers behind your back. Reach back through the knuckles, still forward through the top of the head, still legs squeezing together. Keep the legs squeezing together. Release the arms back out to the sides. Back even with the ears. Last moment here. And then let go. Let's bend the knees and reach for the outsides of the feet or ankles for bow pose. If you need to pad a little under your hips, feel free to put a blanket or cushion under there. Kick your legs into your hands. Let your legs do the work, lifting your chest up. Try not to let the knees go wider than the hips, breathing deeply here. And then release, come down, letting go. And take a little windshield wiper with the lower legs, letting the shins flop one way and the other. And then press back to child's pose. Spreading the lower back. And we'll make our way to sitting. If you want to take any movement along the way, feel free. You can also just go ahead and sit. Extend your legs forward, flesh of your sit bones back. Get as long as possible on the backs of the legs, and then fold. You can use your hands to support you, either on the floor, your feet, or something around the feet. Looking for length as you inhale, folding as you exhale. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring the right leg up so you can cradle your lower leg, the knee and foot in the crooks of your elbows, and just take a little rock side to side. As you do this, sit as tall as you can. So your back might want to round here, so if you can sit upright as you rock. And then bring your right knee a little more out to the right, opening that hip up. Then you can either come into half lotus, so bringing the ankle up on the top of the left thigh, or Janu Shirshasana, sole of the foot to the inner thigh. So whatever feels right for you in this moment. If you're choosing half lotus, you might try for a bind. Your right hand could reach around for your elbow, or maybe all the way to your big toe, or a strap around the big toe. And then fold over that straight left leg. Your hands can support you wherever it's useful, on the floor, your foot, straps. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release, straighten that leg out. If you need to give a little rub to the knee or ankle or foot, any tightness there, let that go. And then bring the left leg up, cradling the left lower leg, little rock side to side, sitting tall as you do, as tall as you can. Maybe bring your knee a little bit more out to the left, foot a little closer to center, and then come into either half lotus or Janu Shirshasana. Maybe partial or full bind, maybe folding. Taking what part of this feels useful, leaving anything that's not useful out. And then feeling what you're choosing to do, whatever that is. Let's release, maybe a little rub to the joints, knee, ankle, foot. And we'll come back onto our backs. You can bring your knees to your chest. Take a circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor. And let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left leg, hug it in, stretching right outer hip. As you do this, how much can you relax your shoulders, drop your chin, whole back side of the body spreading and releasing. To release, let's drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your right foot a few times, circle your ankle, a couple times both directions. And then release to switch sides. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Reach your hands through. Grab the right leg, hug it in. To release, drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point, circle your ankle, and then drop this straight left leg all the way along the floor. Bring your right knee in and then take it across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder release away from one another. Feel free to add any touch or movement that helps you get ready for Shavasana. Anything that helps you wind down your practice is welcome. you feel ready, come back through center, over to the other side, bring your left knee in, drop the right leg long, and then guide your left knee across. When you feel even on the two sides, come back to center. Both knees in one more time and just check in with your body. What else might be needed for you to feel complete in this practice? Do you have any last pose or stretch you want to get in? You want to take an inversion, a restorative pose, part of your body that might need a little something. And there's nothing you should or shouldn't be doing, so you don't have to worry about getting it right. You're welcome to just ask that question, do whatever you want, and when it's done, you can ask again. And if nothing's needed, you can just start getting ready for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Maybe you want to put on some layers or grab props to be more comfortable. A little self-massage. Eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Letting go of all the effort. Letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase gradually, eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in and roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for being here today.